Hello, I'm Amy. I'm a librarian at Rockford Public Library. Many children are entering school unready to read. By third grade, children are reading to learn, not learning to read. Children who struggle with reading after third grade can find themselves behind in all subjects. This is tied to learning problems in middle school and high school. It can result in lower paying jobs and a lower standard of living. What can we do? We need to focus on children ages 0 to 5. Parents are a child's first teacher. Parents can use 5 simple practices to get their children ready to read: talking, reading, singing, writing, and playing. These practices are defined by the Every Child Ready to Read program. This program was established by the American Library Association and the Public Library Association. All 5 practices encourage parents and caregivers to fill their children's brains with words. Let's jump into Every Child Ready to Read, and let's start with Morgan in the talking practice.
Hi, I'm Morgan, and I'm a librarian here at Rockford Public Library, and I'm here to talk to you about talking, which is one of the 5 early literacy practices. Parents who talk to their children are setting them up for success in reading and in life. Talking develops language and communication skills. Babies and toddlers can understand language before they can speak, so talk to your baby all day long. Talk during meals, diaper changes, chore times, car rides, and even going to the park. Give your child opportunities to listen and join in the conversation. Use give and take conversation. This type of interaction builds neural pathways in your child's brain. If needed, set aside time to talk one-on-one to your child every day. If they don't want to talk at a certain time, that's okay. Try again later. Use complex words in your chats and explain what the words mean. For babies, don't just say, "Let's get the toy truck." Say, "Let's get the long red toy truck that makes loud, clanging sounds." Enrich their vocabulary with new and uncommon words. For bigger kids, stretch the conversation and add new vocabulary. Give your child an opportunity to add to every conversation. Use the language you know best. Children can easily learn vocabulary words in multiple languages if used early enough in life and regularly. Warm and enthusiastic words build positive associations. Talking can make a stronger bond between you and your child. Books can provide wonderful opportunities to talk. So, for an example, let's take a picture walk together. Here's a picture walk with the book Goodnight Gorilla by Peggy Rathman. Goodnight Gorilla. What else do you see on this page? I see a gorilla grabbing some keys. Looks like the gorilla is escaping his cage and he's following the officer. Now you can do this with any kind of book, and you can show your child how to use their imagination and their observations to create a story, even without the words. So why not take a picture walk with your baby today? Next, we're going to throw it to Heather and talk about singing. You guys have a wonderful day.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Heather, one of the children's librarians here at the Rockford Public Library. Today we're going to talk about singing. One of the 5 early literacy practices, singing is essential for early literacy development. Sharing music and rhymes is a way to spark the neurons in your child's brain. It's through songs and rhymes that children hear the smallest parts of words. Singing slows down words so kids can hear the parts. The itsy bitsy spider. The ability to break down words is vital as children begin to read and write. The more songs and rhymes that children are exposed to, the easier it will be for children to sound out words in the future. Nursery rhymes are wonderful for children. Experts in early literacy have found that children who can recite 8 nursery rhymes by age 4 are likely to be among the best readers by age 8. Children hear rare words in nursery rhymes. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Fetch is a rare word. Rare words are important for growing vocabulary. Nursery rhymes allow children to play with pitch, volume, voice inflection, and rhythm. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. You don't have to be a great singer to sing with your children. Children don't care. They love to sing with you. Sing every day. I'm Mrs. Heather with the Children's Department at the Rockford Public Library, and thank you so much for joining us today to talk about singing. Next, we're going to hear about reading with Abby.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Abby. I work at the East Branch as a librarian assistant for the Rockford Public Library. Today, we're going to talk about reading, which is one of the 5 early literacy skills that your children need to know in order to begin to learn how to read. Today, we're talking about reading and the greatest experience you can get from it, which is shared or interactive reading. Reading books introduces your child to new vocabulary. Children who are read to hear a richer variety of words. This will make reading comprehension easier for your child when your child learns how to read. Reading helps children learn how books work and how written language looks. This is called print awareness. Reading to your child teaches narrative skill. Narrative skill is a fancy term for understanding how stories are organized and told. Stories have a beginning, middle, and end. Reading encourages children to be creative by using their imagination. We've all heard the phrase, read every day. This is so very important. Read while waiting for appointments, in line at the grocery store, or you can purchase waterproof books and read in the tub. You can also read outside or on a picnic or even at a restaurant while you're waiting for your meal. Break up reading in small segments if needed. If your child isn't ready to settle down yet, that's okay. Do it later. Reading before bedtime is a wonderful routine to start. It calms children down and provides a great bonding opportunity for you and your little one. Plus, it makes the nightly bedtime routine easy. Next up, we have Rebecca, who will be talking about writing.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Rebecca and I'm one of the Youth Services Librarians at Rockford Public Library. And today I'm here to talk to you about writing. Writing is one of the 5 early literacy practices. Writing is a basic skill that develops over a period of time. Children must learn how to use writing in order to convey ideas. When a young child scribbles, they are showing you that they understand that marks on a page mean something. Eventually, children understand that written words represent spoken words. Writing helps children sound out new letter names, sound out new words, and develop their fine motor skills and hand-eye coordination. So, how can you create a positive writing environment for your child? Well, it's hard to imagine a baby writing, but the small actions such as opening and closing their hands develops building their muscles to prepare them for holding a writing tool. And as soon as your toddler can grasp a thick crayon, let them scribble. When your child is older, have them practice writing their name. Kids love writing their names on everything. Have your child label their artwork with their names and with words. It's okay if the letters are upside down, backwards, or the words are spelled wrong. They're learning. You can create a writing corner for your child. Even an upturned box works as a desk. Supply your kids with all sorts of writing tools. Crayons, washable markers, chalk, etc. will all work. Scrap paper, newspaper, parchment paper are all some cheap paper supplies as well. And you can let your child draw with non-traditional things. Fragrance-free shaving cream in the bathtub is a fun way to draw letters. And a plastic bag filled with cheap hair gel is great for tracing letters. For a fun game, you can have your child dress in comfortable clothes and make letters on the floor with their body. Reading is tied with writing, so have your child practice writing every day. And up next, we have Miss Katie to talk to you about playing.
Hi, my name is Katie and I am a librarian assistant at the Rockford Public Library. Playing, one of the 5 early literacy practices, is one of the best things that you can do to get your child ready to read. Children learn about language and develop vocabulary through different types of play. Playing pretend helps children to think symbolically. A ruler is a magic wand and a blanket is a superhero cape. Through this type of play, children realize that one thing can stand for another. This, in turn, helps children to understand that written words stand for real objects and experiences. Play also allows children to engage with others, be it parents, siblings, or classmates. Play is essential for social and emotional development. Physical play is also important for children. Running, jumping, climbing helps your child build muscles, stamina, and burns energy. Coordination comes from throwing balls or building a tower with blocks. Skipping, riding a bike or scooter, and playing outdoor games helps children to develop balance. Some ideas of ways that you can help your child learn through play are to make homemade Play-Doh, create a dress-up box using old clothes or costumes, saving empty boxes for building and pretending, creating a craft corner in your home with old scrap paper, tape, popsicle sticks, or anything that you might have lying around. You could even put books in your children's play area. How about fairy tale books with dress-up clothes? Animal books with stuffed animals? Construction books with Legos or Duplos? Things That Go books could be paired with Matchbox cars or trains. What could you pair with this book about imagination? Playing is tied to early literacy. Give your kids time and resources to play, and you'll help get them reading ready.
Talking, reading, singing, writing, and playing. These are the 5 literacy practices that we as parents, grandparents, and caregivers can encourage our children to participate in. And don't forget, Rockford Public Library can help. We have a bounty of resources, picture books, board books, Every Child Ready to Read kits, perfect for sharing. We also have programs for children and families that incorporate talking, reading, singing, writing, and playing. Let us be your partner in getting your children ready to read. We hope to see you soon. Thank you so much to my fellow Rockford Public Library librarians and library assistants for their help. Heather, Rebecca, Morgan, Katie, and Abby. Thank you.